What's up, guys? I'm LQ. This is the LQ Review, here to talk about something a little different. I'm going to talk about in this video ABC's production of The Little Mermaid live. Yeah, it's on Disney Plus now, and so I took the time with the wife to watch it, and I'm going to give you some thoughts on it. But first, make sure you subscribe to my channel, guys. Here at the LQ Review, we talk about comic books, movies, TV shows, video games, Disney stuff, Star Wars, Star Trek. We talk about all of it, guys. So subscribe to my channel so you make sure you stay up to date on what I'm doing. But let's talk about the Disney production, ABC production of The Little Mermaid live. I was really intrigued by it, to be honest with you. I'm actually a sucker for some of these adaptations of musicals. Last year, they did The Christmas Story live. Guys, I love that. I bought it on Vudu. I went online, bought it on Vudu, and I've already watched it twice this year. I liked it a lot. Not as good as the original Christmas Story, but I liked it a lot. I watched Grease live. I watched Hairspray live. I watch these live productions when they come out because I'm a sucker for theater. Sue me. Every time Phantom of the Opera comes to town, I'm there watching it. We've seen The Lion King. I mean, me and my wife, we've gone to see a lot of productions. We saw Cats. Don't even get me started on Cats. Oh, that was the worst Broadway show ever. I have no interest in the movie because I saw the Broadway show and it was horrible. But let's get back to Little Mermaid. So I was really interested in it. And I'm kind of the target audience, right? I'm kind of a Disney nerd. I am a Disney nerd, let's be real. I'm a Disney nerd. I like live productions. The original Little Mermaid came out when I was a kid. Kind of grew up with it. So I'm kind of that target audience, right? The ones that Disney's making it for. I didn't really like it, to be honest with you. I didn't really like it. It was a little... So what they did was they mashed together the cartoon, the original cartoon, with live action sequences. So they would show clips of the cartoon, and sometimes these clips were long, several minutes. And then they would get to a live action portion. Then they would get back to the clips, and they would get to a live action portion. And it was too disjumbled for me. It felt like it was two different things that were cut up and mashed together. In essence, that's what it was, but it didn't flow good for me. There's just no flow. The live performances were good. John Stamos had a hilarious performance as the chef. Queen Latifah had a show-stopping performance as Ursula. Guys, it was show-stopping. I thought it was the best performance in the whole show. The girl that plays Ariel is the same girl that voiced Moana. She was great. She has a great voice. Guys, where's Moana 2? That's what I want to know. Where's Moana is one of the top 5 Disney animated movies, in my opinion. Even going back to like the 40s. Top 5. Where's Moana 2? We got Hunchback of Notre Dame 2. Where's Moana 2? And she has a great voice, and she did a very good job. But part of the problem with adapting The Little Mermaid on the stage is that in the mermaid costumes, it's hard to get mobility. It's hard to get movement. So you've got a lot of moving set pieces where they're rolling the set pieces around, and the Little Mermaid is just sitting there. Yeah, they get them on wires a few times, and they're kind of doing some wire stuff. But there's a lot of portions that's kind of stuck with some immobile stuff, and it's the same techniques that they use at the Little Mermaid live at Disney World. You go see that show and they're sitting in one spot, waving their tail around, but sitting in one spot. I think that Little Mermaid is always going to be a challenge to adapt live, simply because the characters, when they're underwater, they're going to have a hard time being mobile. I was really excited about Shaggy playing Sebastian. But man, I would have rather Sebastian been a puppet. They had some puppets. Flounder was played by a puppet, but they cast Shaggy to be Sebastian. So when Sebastian's on screen, that means that it's Shaggy in a red outfit, and that kind of took me out of the whole illusion of it. And his Under the Sea song, it was very well done. I enjoyed it, but what this did, casting a name like Shaggy and presenting him like they did, it greatly reduced his role. Sebastian was basically written out of the production with a couple instances where Shaggy popped up as Sebastian. Very much written out. The whole scene with the chef, which is one of Sebastian's finest moments in the original, when he's escaping from the chef in the kitchen, Sebastian wasn't even there. They used some nameless crabs in that section, nameless crabs that happened to be human size, which was a little weird also. So some great musical numbers aside. And when I say great, I mean, there were some show-stopping numbers. Like I said, Queen Latifah was great. The girl that voices Moana, she's got a voice on her. But for the most part, this felt very disjointed. It felt very just kind of cut up and shoved together, and it didn't flow good at all. And I didn't feel like this was a production that I would have wanted to pay to see. I was glad that I got to watch it on Disney Plus, because it was something that was, if I was there live, I would have just felt kind of ripped off. So it's, with the exception of some strong performances, again, with the exception of some strong musical performances, it felt like a theme park attraction, a theme park play, like The Little Mermaid live, like Beauty and the Beast live. It felt like something I would expect at a theme park. The music performances were better. The production values were better, but it was that type of a play, really kind of just chopped up and thrown together. So didn't care for it. If you have Disney Plus and you're interested, yeah, sure, check it out. But I found little redeeming in it other than the musical performances. So did you take the time to watch Little Mermaid live? If so, let me know what you thought about it in the comments down below. I'd love to see if I'm kind of alone on this, because my wife loved it. My wife thought it was great. And she really enjoyed it. So maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just the one that thought it was felt kind of rushed and just done halfway. Am I alone? Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you so much for being here at the LQ Review, where we talk about all of the geeky, nerdy stuff we love to talk about. And until next time, we'll see you later.
Every single day